actor Dane DeLiegro was stopped on the red carpet recently while promoting his new Blumhouse horror film called Imaginary, and somebody asked him about his next project, which happens to be an unidentified role in the upcoming Disney Plus series Skeleton Crew. The show, which is starring Jude Law, has been shrouded in secrecy, with not so much as a release date being confirmed. DeLiegro was asked when we may see him, and he made it crystal clear that he was just guessing, but he said, quote, "I'm hoping by fall. I know Lucasfilm likes to release things around November-ish." He then added, "I know Lucasfilm is due for something pretty cool, and I think Skeleton Crew may be that thing." DeLiegro, a former professional basketball player in Italy, said that the role is, quote, "not anything long or substantial, but it's a pretty cool sequence." Well, Nick, as you know, I'm going to call it 2 for 2 because I missed by a week on Bad Batch, but
we're giving you
that
one.
I'll take that one. That's close.
Yeah.
And I said June 5th for Acolyte, which looks like it may be the case. And I said December 18th for Skeleton Crew. I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to my guns on that one. But I will say, the only thing that made me nervous about that quote, and I hate to be that guy, but Dakota Johnson recently in Madam Web, right? She has been getting some slack from Sony, as she probably should, for kind of downplaying Madam Web and kind of taking the jokey side of things. And when he said Lucasfilm is due for something pretty cool, I hope he's not implying that the rest of Star Wars hasn't been. And again, it's all up to personal opinion, and that's fine if that's his opinion. If he hasn't loved it, that's great. But I just hope that's taken out of context. I want Skeleton Crew. I want Acolyte. I want Jedi, Tales of the Jedi, which is coming this year. I want them to all be met with positivity, even if you don't like them. And again, you don't have to love them, and you don't have to fake it, but you can certainly at least be positive about it. What are your thoughts on it and that date? What do you think about that timing?
Well, I mean, I haven't really predicted dates, but you've been closer than any dates I might have predicted. All you've missed on so far was the Acolyte trailer that we didn't get at the beginning of this week that you were very convinced. Certain of. Yes. There's a couple of things at play here. I think, first of all, what is cool, what is pretty cool, the sliding scale,
right?
This guy, how many press people are you managing publicity wise while he's working on another project? That may point to how major or minor he really is in the story. As he said to himself, it's not much. Also, the first thing that popped in my mind, the last European basketball player that we got involved in Star Wars is our friend Jonas, and he became a very important Wookiee. So maybe Dane is going to be a Wookiee. I don't know how tall he is. What I do know is I'm excited for Skeleton Crew. It's, the pitch of an Amblin style kids in space, Goonies, Gremlins, that kind of adventure. Like, let's go. I think the pirates are going to play into it from Mando season 3.
Yep.
It's a lot to look forward to. And I do think it's kind of speculative and subjective to go, they're due for something cool. Because guess what? Andor, pretty freaking cool. Mando season 3, pretty freaking cool. Bad Batch, kicking ass. Kenobi, pretty freaking
and he's probably not a huge Star Wars fan either necessarily, right? So he's probably like, they're due for something cool. And he might not, honestly, let's face it, a lot of these guys don't even know what's going on with the rest of the Lucas. We know more about it because we're nerds and this is what we do. He may not have seen any of that stuff coming out. The cool thing to keep in mind about this Dane DeLiegro guy is he was the Predator in Prey. So he's a monster guy. He's a tall guy, dude. I would love to see a Wookiee make their return.
Let's get a signature Wookiee that has some time to guide these kids or be with them.
That would be fantastic.